Welcome to Networking Arizona with host Carol Blonder. You'll hear interviews with businesses located throughout the valley. Networking, it makes a difference.
So welcome back. You know, it's Friday. So Fridays are always weird days, fun days.
Friday is fun day.
Friday is fun day. And I have with me Mike Colvin. Mike and I have, we've been working together for how long? At
almost 3 years.
3 years here. I've been doing the show now. It's almost 9 years. 9 years. 9 years. August will be. I'm doing this show, which is amazing. And I've had thousands of people on the show. And we're now doing video. You do video. We're talking a little bit because we had somebody that was coming in a little late, so we wanted to make sure that he had time to get himself a little bit acclimated before he came on the show. So if you're listening, Mike, that's why you're not right yet. So that's okay. That's okay. Mike's probably cracking up right now. So, but we've had thousands of people on the show and talking about what they do, and now we're incorporating all of this video now, which is so cool. And I love that you're doing a video for me. I've been seeing bits and pieces of it, and it's coming out great. Tell them about you again.
Okay, well, I'm Mike Colvin. I own Dimension5 Productions. I work on short films, a lot of different creative works, in addition to my main job, which is weddings, corporate videos, explainer videos. Well, the list goes on and on. I could probably go on. But let's do this. I want to do something fun here. I am going to be Carol Blonder.
Okay.
And you are going to be the guest.
Oh, my God, I love it.
So I'm going to pick this up right from...
This is live radio here, guys.
Can we get a new open? Can you give us a new open?
Okay.
Or not open, but the rejoin.
If everyone's listening, this is the first in 9 years.
We're going to have some fun. So, welcome to the show, everybody. You're listening to Networking Arizona on Independent Talk, 1100 KFNX. Joining me today is Miss Carol Blonder. How you doing, Carol?
I'm doing great. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it is a pleasure to have you on your show.
Thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about what you do. You made it very affordable for people to come out and get their message heard over the 50,000 watt juggernaut that is KFNX. So what's your process here? What do you do?
So here's what I do. I do these airtime 15-minute segments with people. I can even do a 30-minute segment so that people can talk a little bit longer. Maybe they want to open it up to the audience. Maybe they have a book or they want to have a doctor. Lots of lawyers like to talk. And I make it unbelievably affordable for people to come on. I buy the time, and then I turn it around and I chop up the hours so that people don't have to pay.
Yeah, you segment it out, and it's very affordable, people. What are your 15-minute rates?
The airtime 15-minute segment between 3 and 4 p.m. is $150, and between 4 and 5 p.m. it's only $175.
Okay, people, I don't know if you realize exactly how cheap that is, but let me put it in perspective for you. A 60-second ad, we'll go 2-minute vignette. A 2-minute vignette on a 50,000 watt station typically could run you $700 a play. That's how cheap Carol's made this for everybody, and she does it because she enjoys it. Do you think she makes a ton of money at this? No, she doesn't. She loves the radio. She loves people. She loves stories. That's why she does this. That's why you should call her.
Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll-free it's 1-866-536-1100. Thank you, Mike. You know, it's so true. I do love this. I mean, I started 9 years ago when I started this. It was because I happened to have a networking group at the time. And I was outgrowing the group, and I can tell this story to you because it's funny and everybody will laugh, especially everyone out there. And maybe a lot of people know Francis or not, but I was outgrowing my group, and I happened to be standing next to somebody, and it was Francis Battaglia. He goes, I'm Francis Battaglia, and I'm president of KFNX. And I said, well, my dad's Neil Diamond. So there. And I get to say that because my dad's name was Neil Diamond. That's my maiden name is Diamond. It's a funny story, and it's true. But he said, come on down to the station. And I was like, oh, my God, I had no idea that anyone can go on a radio show. He's like, yeah, you know, a lot of people like to come on there. They like to talk. They like, there's all sorts of shows. I said, well, can I have people talk about what they do on my radio show? He goes, yeah. Can I charge him for that? He goes, yeah. I said, I'm in. And I figured the worst thing I'd be was a radio show host for 13 weeks. But, you know, it's 9 years later. And it really was a perk originally. You know, join the group for an extra $100, you come on the radio. But now it turned out it was blown out at the time. And it was like, why am I just keeping this to them? Why don't I just offer this to everyone? And I've had everyone from all over the world on the show.
I literally have had everyone from all over the world. I remember 3 years ago, I was actually working the board for your show because I started out, like most people in radio, in the room, in the booth. And I remember we got a phone call. Where the heck was it?
Might have been Israel.
I think it was Israel or Italy, one or the other. And I was just amazed that, you know, we're connecting with this person all the way around the world via the power of radio. And going out here in Phoenix, and it's such a joy. It's been nothing but a joy to work with you.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Well, if you want to get yourself heard on my show, you can call here at 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. I think the longest distance was like somewhere in Australia, because they were a day ahead of us, and we had to do it. We did it Skype, and they were a day ahead of us, and we still did it. It was an author that came on that wanted to talk about her book. So, you know, it's amazing how it all works and how it all plays in.
It's funny, and, you know, we were talking earlier about video and the internet, but radio and the internet has definitely changed the game, too. You're heard worldwide. Right now, this is being heard worldwide through 1100kfnx.com live stream. How amazing is that? I mean, how much has the internet affected, you know, not only television, but radio and video and everything? Just, it's amazing. You come on this show, folks. So what did you say, $150 for 15? Are you kidding me? That is so cheap.
Yeah.
So cheap. That's $10 a minute. That's
right.
unheard of cheap.
Well, the cool thing is that I've made it not only affordable, but, you know, I've created this little package for everybody. You know, so for the airtime 15, it's either 150, 175. For 30 minutes, it's 250 or 275, right?
Right.
But then, if you want to, they can get some commercials, which is really cool, and I give them to them for half off for coming on and doing the show. They get 16 30-second commercials. That's
well,
$150.
the nice thing about
amazing.
the commercial work you do is it's not KFNX specific. That commercial is yours. I mean, you can use that for the rest of your life if you want.
Right. Everybody doesn't realize that they can use that show for anywhere and be able to
anywhere, or the podcast you give out podcasts.
Right.
How amazing is that?
Right.
You missed if you missed Networking Arizona today, you can go to 1100kfnx.com and you can listen to the podcast anytime you want.
Right. It's amazing, guys, what we've done here at KFNX, and I have to say what I have done, because you
are a staple of the KFNX family,
aren't I? I sure am.
Yeah, I believe you are the longest running. Maybe it could be that health show in the morning, but I think it's you.
Well, I think we're pretty much right there. There's another one that was on before me that was I think there's a boat show on some Saturday morning. There's some kind of a crazy boat show that's on.
Oh, I think that's Shake, Rattle, and Troll.
Yeah, they've been on longer than me. There are a lot of them. And by the way, a lot of people have been on my show and now have their own radio show from being on this show. Sometimes they would rather come on in my show because they don't have time to produce a show. They use my show because it's more affordable. You know, they can do that.
Well, it's not only more affordable, it's much easier because you're not going through the trouble of producing a whole show.
Right.
And you're right. A lot of people have taken what they've done from your show and adapted and then grew into their own show, which, shameless plug, March 5th, Valley Insider will be back with your host, Michael Colvin.
Oh, yeah. You're going to be... Say it really quickly. Tell them about your show. What do you talk about on your show?
Well, my show, I'm primarily talking about video as it relates to the Valley, whether it be film or, you know, corporate or what have you. And I'll have a bunch of different guests that are relatively well-known directors, actors, and things like that.
Well, this is going to be fun. Now, that's going to be starting again when?
March 5th.
March 5th, so congratulations on that. And everybody that's listening, you got to check him out. He's doing a new video for me that we're going to be putting out everywhere. Where's it going?
It's going to YouTube. It's going to Ustream. It'll be on my website, d5prod.com. It'll be on networkingarizona.net. And anywhere else we can find a place to put it.
Exactly. Let's get it out there. So also, guys, if you want to get yourself heard on my show, you can call here at the station, and they'll get you connected with me. My number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. What are your final words?
What are your final words? I'm interviewing you.
My final words is that it has been so much fun having my show here on Networking Arizona, working with you. You've been the greatest with me,
and
I love it. I love all the hard work that everybody here makes, that everybody, not only me, but all of my guests look fantastic. Give us a call here at 602-277-5369.
Hold on, I'm taking us out. You're listening to Networking on Arizona on Independent Talk, 1100 KFNX.